Have you ever noticed how just a few shades of skin color can change the way people treat you? It happens in classrooms, it happens at job interviews, it even happens inside our own families. This is not just racism, it's something more complicated, more personal. It's called colorism, and whether we admit it or not, it's everywhere. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes we're going to uncover the history, the psychology and the real-world consequences of colorism. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Welcome to Brick City Brown Chick, where we talk about culture, identity, and the stories that don't always make the headlines. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. Because this is a space where every shade of brown has a voice. Colorism isn't about what race you are. It's about how light or dark your skin is within your own community. It's when lighter skin is seen as beautiful, successful, or desirable, and darker skin is unfairly judged as less than. Sounds harsh? Well, think back to childhood. How many times have we heard things like, "Stay out of the sun or you'll get too dark," or "She's pretty for a darker girl"? Those little comments, they're not little at all. They're part of a centuries-old system. To understand colorism, we have to look back. Colonialism and slavery didn't just create racial hierarchies, they created color hierarchies. During slavery in America, lighter-skinned enslaved people, often born from white slave owners and enslaved women, were sometimes given different work, housework, instead of field labor. That planted a dangerous idea. Lighter is closer to power. In South Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, the story repeats. Colonizers praised lighter skin and mocked darker tones, and when the colonizers left, that mindset stayed behind like a poison in the culture. So, colorism isn't just an American problem, it's global. Now, let's fast forward. Think about Hollywood, Bollywood, even social media influencers. Who gets cast as the hero or the love interest? Who's marketed as glamorous, successful, desirable? For decades, magazines and commercials promoted skin-lightening creams with taglines like fair and lovely. In the US, think about the music industry. Light-skinned black women were often placed front and center, while darker women were pushed to the background. When media tells you again and again that beauty looks like this, and it's never you, it doesn't just change society's perception, it changes how you see yourself. Here's the heartbreaking truth. Colorism isn't only out there, it lives inside families too. Siblings comparing who's lighter, aunties whispering at weddings, "She's pretty, but too dark." Job recruiters saying someone looks more professional because their skin is lighter. And for many, the emotional toll is deep. Low self-esteem, feeling invisible, or constantly trying to prove yourself in ways your lighter-skinned peers never have to. But here's the kicker. This isn't about blaming individuals. This is about systems that have rewarded lighter skin for centuries and left scars across generations. Let's get real. Look at TikTok filters that automatically lighten your skin. Look at dating apps where studies show lighter-skinned profiles get more swipes. Look at workplaces where professionalism is still subconsciously linked to a Eurocentric look. This isn't just history. It's happening right now. So, the big question, how do we stop it? First, we have to talk about it. Silence is what allows colorism to survive. Second, representation matters. When we uplift diverse shades of beauty, when media casts darker-skinned actors as heroes, it chips away at centuries of bias. Third, we have to challenge ourselves. Ask yourself, do I compliment lighter skin more? Do I unconsciously value it? Do I use words like fair, clean, or beautiful interchangeably? Unlearning takes work, but it starts with awareness. Here's the good news. Change is happening. Movements like #MelaninMagic, #Unfair and Lovely, and countless creators are flipping the script. They're showing the world that dark skin isn't something to hide, it's something to celebrate. Brands are being called out, influencers are reclaiming space. Younger generations are starting to see beauty beyond the old standard. So let me ask you, how many opportunities, how many dreams, how many moments of joy have been stolen from people simply because their skin was a shade darker? And more importantly, what will we do to make sure the next generation doesn't carry that same burden? Because colorism didn't appear overnight, and it won't disappear overnight. But every time we speak up, every time we challenge the stereotype, every time we celebrate every shade of brown, black, and beyond, we're building a future where skin tone no longer decides value. So if you've ever been told you're too dark or not light enough, remember this: your worth was never meant to be measured by a shade chart. Your skin is history, your skin is power, and your skin is beautiful. If this conversation hit home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video. Leave your story in the comments. I want to hear from you. And most importantly, let's keep this conversation alive, because change starts with us.